Forget everything you think you know about regular season performances. Seriously.
Yeah.
We're diving headfirst into a question that, well, it probably has opposing coaches losing sleep.
Definitely.
Is Playoff Jimmy a genuine, terrifying upgrade? You know, like a switch flips and turns an already great player into something else?
An unstoppable force, yeah.
We've been poring over the most crucial game footage, like really dissecting every play, every single decision. Our mission, it's to figure out if this legendary playoff persona is fact fiction or maybe just a full-blown strategic nightmare for the rest of the league.
That's exactly what we're unpacking here. We're not really interested in the usual narratives.
Right.
We're focused solely on those high-pressure moments.
Right.
You know, where legacies are actually forged.
Yeah, those game-altering sequences.
Exactly. The ones that separate the contenders from the pretenders. By meticulously examining this film, we're trying to understand the anatomy of Playoff Jimmy, what makes him so impactful when the stakes are, well, at their absolute highest.
And what the footage shows, it isn't just a string of lucky breaks. Not at all.
No.
We're seeing a consistent pattern, a pattern of elevated performance, a tangible shift in intensity and execution when the playoffs begin. So let's zero in on one crucial aspect first. His uncanny ability to deliver in the clutch. We've identified multiple instances, game-tying or game-winning plays that are just breathtaking.
Oh, yeah. Consider that three-pointer at the buzzer. I mean, a highly contested shot from way downtown.
Insane.
Then there's the layup to force overtime with, like, fractions of a second left. And that brings up that whole strategic decision, right? The other team not using a timeout.
Right. A huge point of discussion there.
And yet another instance, a game-winning jumper, just as the shot clock expired. These aren't just Hail Marys that happen to go in.
No way!
They demonstrate this remarkable level of composure, skill, under immense pressure.
Yeah.
What do you make of a player who just repeatedly executes in these defining moments?
It really suggests a mindset that doesn't just embrace pressure, it seems to thrive on it, almost feeds off it. It makes you wonder, you know, what allows certain players to just elevate their game when everything is on the line? Is it purely mental, or are there specific skills that just get amplified?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
But beyond these like super dramatic final shots, what really struck me was the sheer variety of offensive weapons he uses. It's not a predictable attack at all.
Exactly. That's a key point. We see him consistently attacking the basket, and not just for layups, but with these emphatic dunks, often capitalizing on quick outlet passes to really ignite the offense.
Yeah, sparking the break.
Then you've got his proficiency with step-back jumpers, his really effective use of post-up moves, and his knack, his absolute knack for drawing fouls and converting those valuable three-point plays.
The and ones.
What's interesting is how often the commentators specifically point out his ability to just create his own shot, consistently beating defenders off the dribble and finishing strong. I mean, how do you even begin to formulate a defensive strategy against such a multifaceted offensive threat?
It's a real problem for coaches, isn't it? A real conundrum. And look, this isn't just a one-way street.
Not at all.
The footage clearly highlights his significant impact on the defensive end, too. We're talking crucial steals that just halt opposing offenses.
Big-time steals.
Deflections that lead directly to transition buckets, timely blocked shots that swing momentum, and even key defensive rebounds in really tight situations.
So what stands out here is the recurring acknowledgement, you know, from analysts, from commentators, of his prowess as a true two-way player.
Absolutely.
It's not simply that he scores a lot. The analysis consistently points to his ability to shut down opponents, generate turnovers. This two-pronged impact is what truly elevates his playoff performances.
Yeah, it forces teams to account for him everywhere.
Simultaneously.
Yeah.
On both ends. That creates significant strategic challenges.
And it's not just about raw athleticism, right? There's a real discernible intelligence to his game.
Basketball IQ.
We see numerous instances of him making really astute passes. Those quick outlet passes, yeah, they lead to easy baskets.
Crucial.
But also some incredibly sharp no-look passes in traffic that just carve up defenses. It's clear from the commentary, his basketball IQ is a major factor.
Absolutely. That court vision, that decision-making, it becomes even more critical in the heightened intensity of playoff basketball.
For sure.
It's about making the right play at the right time, and, you know, that often involves creating scoring opportunities for his teammates, too.
Right, not just himself.
And when you couple that with his ability to score seemingly at will, Well, it makes him an incredibly unpredictable and dangerous offensive force.
What's also just consistently evident watching this footage is the relentless nature of his effort. It's just constant. These aren't just fleeting moments of brilliance. We see him scoring in bunches, making impactful plays on both offense and defense throughout entire games. The commentators frequently emphasize his sheer will, his determination.
Yeah, you hear things like sprinting back on defense or came out of nowhere to make a play. Those are recurring themes.
Yeah, exactly.
That sustained intensity, that refusal to take plays off. That's a defining characteristic of elite playoff performers. It's a level of commitment that really seems to elevate his entire team. And when you consider a game where he tallied, a career high in assists, it just underscores his willingness to contribute in whatever way is necessary to get the win.
Whatever it takes.
This isn't just about scoring points, it's about a complete, unwavering dedication to winning.
Okay, so let's try and connect the dots here. We've seen the clutch shots, the diverse offensive skills, the disruptive defense, the intelligent playmaking, and that unwavering effort.
All of it.
So, considering the sheer volume, the significance of these plays and the playoff footage we have looked at, the question for you, the listener, it becomes undeniable, right? Is playoff Jimmy just a catchy phrase? Or is he a legitimate problem that opposing teams have to specifically game plan for? How would you even try to contain a player who can impact the game in so many critical ways, especially when everything is on the line?
Precisely. I mean, his knack for hitting those improbable shots in key moments,
to daggers,
his proven ability to single-handedly take over offensive possessions, and his disruptive presence on defense, all fueled by this palpable mental toughness, this unwavering confidence, it presents a pretty formidable obstacle for any team with championship hopes.
So, to kind of summarize our deep dive here, the evidence from the game footage, it overwhelmingly suggests that Jimmy Butler's playoff performances are really marked by clutch scoring, a wide array of offensive tools, significant defensive contributions, high basketball intelligence, and it's all driven by just an undeniably intense level of effort.
And to circle back to our initial question, playoff Jimmy.
Yeah, it isn't just a myth.
Doesn't seem like it.
The film leaves very little doubt. He transforms into a truly potent and problematic force when the playoffs arrive.
Absolutely. And, it prompts a final thought for you listening. Given his consistent ability to elevate his game when it matters most, what does this whole phenomenon tell us about the crucial elements, the key ingredients that separate good players from true playoff legends, not just in basketball, but maybe in any sport?
That's a great question to ponder.
We'd love to hear your perspective. What do you think? Is playoff Jimmy a real issue for the league? Let us know. Share your thoughts in the comments or find us on social media. And hey, if you found this deep dive insightful,
hope you did.
Be sure to like and subscribe for more in-depth analysis like this.